The stream has started. Hello, stream.
The stream is started. I am playing the... I forget. What day did we do last week?
I forget what we did last time. Welcome back to Elden Ring, where we are both lost and confused.
No. I meant what day did we stream this last time? I don't remember.
Last Wednesday.
Okay, so this is not the first time I'm playing this on my new monitor. Okay. I was trying to remember if I did that last time or not. Boss fight? Boss fight. Boss fight.
I think we just finished the boss fight last time.
No, we had just unlocked it.
Okay.
Remember we had to light all the little torches.
Oh, yes. It must have been the other boss in this arena.
That was a while ago.
Oh. Then we must have died to him.
We didn't die to this guy yet. We have not fought him.
I am lost and confused.
You are completely lost. Looks like they're using the exact same arena they did before. Alright. Yeah, gonna have to chug that. Alright, Engval. I'll need you for a distraction at minimum.
Ooh, okay, Ancestor Spirit.
Regal this time.
Yes.
Missed it. Don't know what that is.
It looks like blue fire?
What? Did it... What? It's over there.
Oh.
Interesting. There's also a bunch of ghost animals.
But last boss fight in this arena, we died like the second we beat it, right?
Yeah, no. We died, it was a different one. That was the Mimic Tier or whatever.
Oh, okay, that's what I was thinking of. And the Mimic Tier was in this area, right?
It was not in the cave, but it was in, like, the place where we found this thing's corpse.
Okay, so I wasn't crazy about having a boss in this standard area.
Alright, so when the horns are charged up, that's gonna be painful.
You know, arcade games are kind of unfair.
What's the point if they don't eat your quarters?
Yeah, because, during the Steam sale, I got the Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection.
Uh-huh.
Have you looked at that?
I have not. I mean, I believe I played some of the, like, games when they were actually on an arcade, like, or in one. But I have not touched it on Steam or anything.
It is both arcade games, the 3 NES games, the port of the second arcade game on the Genesis and Super Nintendo, and the 2 fighting games, and I believe the 3 Game Boy games. But I was playing through Turtles in Time, the second arcade game, and if I would have been playing in an actual arcade, I would have lost $26.
I would love if they kept, like, a tally of, like, your quarters spent. That would be a great, like, mini addition to those types of games. If nothing else, to see how much you would have spent in an actual arcade.
Yeah, because I think it was something...
No. That was scary. Alright.
Yeah, because, I used 52 lives and it's 2 lives per quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, 2 lives per 2 quarters, since I do remember playing
Oh shit, it heals.
in the actual arcade one time, and it was a 50-cent cabinet. So, yeah, my 52 lives would have spent like 26 bucks.
Yeesh.
But it was
now would that have
fun.
been like a try per quarter, or would it have been 2 quarters at that point?
2 quarters for 2 tries. But it got unfair near the end.
You do realize that's what they literally sold the arcades to people on, is how difficult they were and how many quarters they would get out of it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so that's... Alright, I don't know what that's getting help from in general. I thought it was siphoning it.
I'm just... Yeah, there's probably YouTube videos of like 1cc runs.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be impressive.
And it's gonna kill itself.
When it kills itself...
Okay, what? Alright, I don't know if I was too far away to notice that before, but that's interesting.
Does it kill itself at a certain health point, or...
I've not noticed any kind of...
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
I haven't noticed any kind of rhyme or reason for it.
Oh.
Come on, just... Oh, you kidding me? Oh, now it heals, too, just to rub salt in the wound.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just remember playing the NES, Turtles 2, and always struggling with it. And one day I met the new neighbor kid down the road, and as my parents were getting to know his parents, I'm like, hey, we play video games together, and I finally beat Turtles 2 with his help.
He's like, what the heck, man? I thought you were better at it than this. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that's how he gets spawned back in. He literally spawns from the ghosts. From the ghost animals.
So, like, kill the ghost animals if you can?
I don't... There's too many, and I think those respawn.
So, is there a particular one he will jump to?
Can't tell.
But even though those games are
Too far.
kind of batshit hard, like, I'm having great time with them.
I mean, do you think you'd still enjoy it if it wasn't for the nostalgia factor?
Would I have even got it if it wasn't for nostalgia? Because...
Hey, there we go.
Nice. Would I
Now where are my souls?
recognize the Ninja Turtles then?
Ooh, remembrance of the regal ancestor. Alright, where are my souls? Should be around here somewhere. Because that was my third attempt? There they are.
Okay, good.
Because that was like 16k.
Ooh,
Take that back.
nice.
It's gonna be close to a level. Let me check. Yeah, like
Ooh.
3,000 more. Which I can do. Oh, are you guys dead? Oh, all the ghosts are dead too.
Oh. more ghosts.
So yeah, would you have bought it if it weren't for nostalgia?
I'm not too sure because would I have known who the Ninja Turtles were at that point?
Oh, you would have known. Like at this point, you would have known.
Yeah. Like, even if it was just for the memes.
Yeah, I mean there were plenty of other like series after the '80s version,
Yeah.
so you would have potentially heard of them from there at least.
Like the '03 one where April was a teenager?
No, she was an adult, I believe, in that one.
Then what was the one where she was like 15, 16?
2016, I think, was the year.
Oh, so... And isn't in the most recent series April is black?
I think so. I'm not sure if a new one's come out, but the most recent one I'm thinking of, the one that followed up the, what is it called? The 3D version.
Ah, okay. And I'm all for, like, changing around characters, but April O'Neil, she's, like, Scottish or something, right?
Irish, Scottish, somewhere in there.
Mm.
But yes,
So,
same idea.
like, red hair, you have to have red hair if you're Scottish.
I mean, she's a regular redhead, and the one, like, from what I've seen of the black version of April, she's more like dyed it red.
Ah, okay.
Like it's more like a magenta-ish kind of red.
Ah, okay.
Something along those lines. All right, where was it? Was over this? Oh, right, it was above. Because it was at
So
like jump-off point.
So I guess like magenta red, I really can't complain.
Well, I mean, what happens if you dye like really dark hair red? It's gonna be like a darker red.
Yeah. And like, just like, did she at least have the yellow jumpsuit?
Nope. She might have had like a scene where it showed up or something, but it was not her mainstay look.
But
that was mostly an '80s thing. They never really kept her with that. I can tell you the 03 Turtles, she did not wear that.
I thought I saw a clip of 2016 April, and her outfit was primarily yellow.
I believe she had a yellow shirt, but it was still like jeans and everything.
But if like a character has particular color scheme to them, and then they completely erase it.
I don't care if it's clothing. Clothing has never been a problem because people are going to wear different fashions, and the same fashion isn't going to work everywhere else. Right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, that's where I'm hearing it from. You can change up that. People aren't always going to keep the same color, regardless of like time, when it's made and what have you. It's when you start changing a color, a character's base stuff, like going from a white character to a black character, that it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I hear a lot about people whitewashing other things, but then you start doing the reverse, and I'm sitting here feeling like, why? Like, you couldn't have introduced a new character to, like, fill this role instead? It feels lazier to me, is the way it feels, rather than make a new character that would work just as well, you know?
Yeah.
Either as your, like, April replacement, just don't call her April, or, you know, as a character who work alongside April, at least, again, we're working with a TMNT here, but, like, it feels lazy to me. I'm not against having another character of a different race or ethnicity or what have you. I don't give a shit. What I give a shit about is when an existing character is, like, fundamentally changed in that regard.
I guess I am agreeing with you on that on most terms. But if it's like a side
Ooh.
character, okay, I can see them change them around if they've been like a side character with no real main thing for the plot. But it's kind of like making Velma suddenly black now.
Yeah.
Or it's like in a new Peanuts movie, Charlie Brown suddenly has hair. And I mean like a lot of hair, and I'm like, what the hell?
Damn.
Because like Charlie Brown was like that little squiggle of hair was basically all he had.
See, I've always been curious about that because I'm not sure if he's only ever supposed to have that squiggle of hair or if the hair is just the same color as his skin.
Kind of like The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've never been very clear on Charlie Brown's situation like that because he's a kid. Why is he bald?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I guess I can agree with you that making Black April and Black Velma
Or
seem...
Black Ariel.
But that's live action.
I know, but it still seems real strange. Like it's the same idea.
I guess?
Well, all right, how about this? We take Mulan, right? Make her black. How's that?
Or make her Mexican Mulan.
Or that. Make her Mexican. Sure. Any
Yeah.
other ethnicity would work in this regard.
Yeah. Yeah, that would just be... Mexican Mulan would just be weird.
Especially when she starts doing the Mexican hat dance
Yeah.
in the middle of the Hun raid.
Yeah. Or some Australian guy named Pierre.
Oh God, why? He's French Australian. Even the French didn't want him. They shipped him down with the English. Ah, historical jokes.
Yeah.
Alright, Missionary Book 5. What did that get me? Here it is.
Yeah, but like
Sacred Order Pot. Ooh.
if they would introduce like a new black friend of April, like I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, right? Like, it would probably work out just fine. You want to have, like, a black version of, like, Casey? Sure, go for it. It's fine. I'm cool with that. You know, like a rival to Casey of, like, another guy that's trying to do stuff.
Yeah.
Or a girl. Doesn't really matter, honestly.
Wasn't Casey female in one
The newest
series?
one.
Ah. Does she still have a hockey theme?
Yeah, I haven't watched enough to know.
Uh,
Alright, Sacred Pot.
because wasn't Casey initially a villain who was themed around Jason Voorhees?
I think so.
Hmm.
Alright. I'm gonna wait till you come back, and then I'm gonna sneak around.
But Andrew would probably know more about this, but there's so many bosses in that game that I'm like, okay.
Oh, please fall off the side. Please fall off the side. No, you're supposed to fall off the side. I'm not supposed to fall off the side, damn it. You were.
And then I'm like, okay, who were you? Like there was a crocodile named Leatherhead. I don't really remember that character at all.
Was that... you're talking back about Team NT still, right?
Yeah.
Nope, I have no memory of that character.
And there was like Toker and Razor, who were apparently from the live-action movies.
I've never watched the other than clips. I've never watched them.
Like there was no Bebop and Rocksteady in the live-action movies. There was instead Toka and Razor,
Mm-hmm.
who were a wolf, and I believe some other kind of turtle. But yeah, just all the characters that they... And I heard in one of the Game Boy games, I was watching a review of them, that they took somebody who only appeared as an action figure, turned it into a boss.
Huh. I mean, I guess that's cool if you don't have a lot of bosses to work with.
And again, it's like, oh, Bebop and Rocksteady again.
Yep, it's just a reskin of the same setup.
Yeah, so it's like, we don't want to do that again. They've been in literally every game. We're gonna give them the day off and go with, tossing a dart at the dartboard, Sklurnt, the monkey.
Yeah, I don't know. I think... Like, I get it when you don't have a lot to choose from. That, like, you're going to start grabbing at whatever you can get your hands on. You know, in this case... you're going to go with the, action figures, or what have you.
Yeah.
Alright. I think you might be, yep, just a little bit too far away.
And if it wasn't obvious,
There we go.
I just made up the name Sklurnt.
What? No, I couldn't tell. I thought it was legitimately real.
Yeah, they would have had a better wordplay.
Okay. Oh, right, this.
Oh.
Okay, that's a new one. Alright. Ooh, ooh.
So you finished up all the candy that your friend gave you?
No, not at all.
How much did she give you, dude?
Oh, I've just not been eating much of it.
Okay.
I've just been slow. Besides, I've had all this other candy that I've gotten from, like, work and shit, so it's like... What do I eat? Do I eat the Thin Mints? What else? What do I eat? I'm trying to think. What else did I get? Kit Kat, or not Kit Kats, Reese's. We have peppermint bark.
Ooh.
A whole bunch of different shit to try.
I know. Come on now.
Yeah, I've got a lot of Christmas candy too.
Yeah, too much candy.
But bringing back the conversation to candy, maybe during our next Japan food video thing, I might have to get you some Meiji dark chocolate because some Meiji black chocolate. It's like a creamy dark chocolate. It is really good.
Okay. I mean, I'm not opposed to dark chocolate. I've had it before. It's good.
But a creamy dark chocolate.
I may... Oh, right. Can't backstab this piece of crap.
But it is...
Oh my god, he tracks vertically.
Ooh.
Was not expecting a vertical track. Oh, he's so annoying.
And you can't summon Torrent.
Nope. Not that it would really matter. With the way he can throw out those waves of rocks on the ground, I'd have to hop it. And even then, if that stab is tracking vertically, like it seems like, really doesn't matter because he just stabbed Torrent if I'm in the air.
Can you poison him?
Probably, but he's gonna run at me. And he's gonna have a shield up.
Like, you don't have any
he's a
poison
crucible.
grease?
He's a crucible knight, right? Oh, well, I can't use that on this. Because this thing's been buffed with, like, an element. I can't apply, like, a grease or anything to it.
And what's it been buffed with?
Holy power.
That's right, the holy stick.
Put all your faith in the wood, for the morning wood is the best of woods.
The morning wood is the greatest, except if you're around people.
Bring out the morning wood, bring out your dead.
Then it becomes awkward. Yo, Yanni, something requiem.
Bring out your dead. Not dead yet.
Oh, he says he's not dead yet.
Oh, come on. It shouldn't do that much.
I feel happy. I feel alive.
Bring out your dead. I'm not dead yet.
He says he's not dead yet.
I love that. I love that freaking. Oh, actually, I think you've mentioned this to me before, but I'm curious. Have you watched Tasting History?
Yes.
Because
I've just gotten into it in the past few months.
Literally this month, I've been diving into the damn thing, and it's been an obsession. Just listening to episodes.
Yeah, then I think I may have told you about it. With
I thought you might have.
With like the pumpkin pie that was slices of pumpkin instead of the pumpkin cream that...
Yes, yep, you did talk about that, yep. I've been looking through and I'm like, ooh, some of these look simple and fun. Like one of them was like some kind of potato puff that had like hamburger and stuff mixed in.
Ooh.
Alright.
You might have to, like, somehow trick him into falling off.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
I know he's smarter than that.
God damn it. I always misjudged that timing for that shield. Because he, like, just dips down, goes real slow before swinging it back up for the hit. Let's see here.
Yeah, but I haven't gone into some of the older episodes yet, but it seems like a really interesting channel that I would like to know more about.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm all for, like, older recipes.
Assuming you can find the ingredients, because apparently some of the stuff he suggested literally does not exist anymore.
Yeah, but he probably will give you replacements.
Oh, is him? Did that not work? Hey, there it is.
Hey! How did you get him?
He fell off the edge, and I'm like, does that count?
Oh!
Apparently it does!
Nice, you got the Crucible Knight.
Oh, no, not the Crucible Knight. I got the little dude. The little beetle that was over there.
Oh, okay. Then I completely missed what you were shooting at.
Alright, what was it? It was healing order. Order healing. One of the incantations used by the Golden Order fundamentalist, used to hunters of those who live in death. Alleviates death blight buildup. The noble gold mask lamented what had become of the hunters, how easy it is for the learning and the learnedness to be reduced to the ravings of fanatics. All the good and great wanted, in their foolishness, was an absolute evil to contend with. Does such a notion exist in the fundamentals of order?
So,
Alright, I'm just gonna ignore the night and keep going.
what's beyond the night?
I don't know, that's what we're finding out.
No, I meant, like, was the beetle past the night, and that's
No,
why
he was
kept...
he was over there. Beetle was over that way.
So there probably is no
I was
reason...
I was hoping he dropped something was the reason I kept trying to fight him.
What?
Crucible Knight, Elden Ring, and we are... in...
Nocron.
Nocron. Is there any, like, other part of Nocron that we are in?
Nothing specific. Apparently there's another one here with a spear.
It does not say... Are we in the Aqueduct?
Actually, you know what? Yes, we are. That's right. Sorry for Aqueduct.
Okay,
That's what it said.
so was that the sword one?
That was the sword one from before, yes. Right now I'm on a spear.
The Crucible Horn Shield is what he drops.
You have a... Oh!
Is this the spear one?
Yes.
Somber,
that's new.
Somber Smithing Stone 6.
I really want his spear. It's a drill spear. I want spiral energy.
You will be unable to get it because Somber Smithing Stone 6.
I know, I heard you.
Yeah.
It just means that I can probably get it somewhere else.
Hopefully. 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 Like, why are there two down here?
Don't know. There are two different areas, though, so there's that. Yeah, there he is, standing right there. Look at him. With his beady little eyes staring out. Thinking he's better than me.
Well, this is both technically the Aqueduct area.
Something came walking out before, and I don't know where it came from.
Yes.
It's not going to be enough.
I know.
God damn it.
But, you're making progress.
I don't know where this guy came from. That was behind him. That's what's bugging me. He's just suddenly there. So I don't know if he's creeping in from another door or what. I might try to just go across that doorway rather than fight the knight right away and just see what's going on there. But first, I'm going to get my freaking runes back.
Yeah.
Runes, please. Thank you. So I want to know if he's coming in from over here or something stupid.
Yeah, because
Yep,
41...
that's exactly where he's coming from.
Oh.
Oh, great, there's more.
They probably heard the chaos.
That's what I assume. Because this guy would have been like walking along here like this, probably would have heard something, peeked out, and saw the fight.
Ooh, is there a fight? Can I join?
You know what? Here, let me try something else quick while I'm thinking of it. Let me buff this first. Alright.
What are you buffing it with? Since...
The holy attack.
Hmm.
Oh, if I could knock him off the edge right here.
Ooh.
Nope. Nope. The freaking slow swing every time. Because my instinct is back off immediately, and I need to wait.
So,
That did deal a decent amount more damage, though.
next time on Elden Ring, we will hopefully take down this Crucible Knight.
Maybe more progress? Maybe?